Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we are analyzing Apfelsaft Sub 20 in game time, not in real time, but in game time is what matters. So let's go. Let's jump right into it. So fairly standard spawn here, spawning in about like 40, 100 or so. And the only thing off spawn really is a lava pool. There's no village. There's no rune portal directly off spawn. So, however, one of the first things I talked about in the Sub 30 series is what to look for when you reset. And Apfelsaft is doing a great job of displaying that right here. He sees excellent terrain this way, so he's going to start running this way. Excellent terrain might lead to a stronghold village. And with the pretty large render distance he has here, he sees a village off in the distance. Not before spotting a rune portal, though. This rune portal has some really good stuff in it. A bunch of golden carrots and a bunch of gold tools. And a flint and steel as well. No obsidian, however, so that'll make one cycle a little bit difficult. But golden carrots, by the way, are massive in this run. The power of golden carrots in runs is insane. Golden carrots are probably the best food source in the game because of their immense saturation. So just to get some in a rune portal, pretty nuts. They will help out a lot in the run. Let's talk a little bit about Apfelsaft, though. He's very underrated, to say the least. This sub 20, I think, is only the start. He's a rising star in the community for sure. So I can't wait to see the next run that he has to offer. So he's spotting here a village. This village, if you can look in the coordinates in the top left, is just about in the stronghold ring. It'll be probably about 600. Oh no, it'll be like 550, 600, maybe. That is within the stronghold ring. So very viable dig down here. I'll actually be about like 540, 630. That means it's even a little bit better. So I'm just gonna grab some basic tools here. I'm gonna craft probably only just a sword, that's it. That's about all you need. Okay. Alright, the pickaxe is a good option. Because the gold pickaxe doesn't have unbreaking, so... And gold pickaxes without unbreaking have like 3 durability, or pretty close to that. Or like 51, I think. But that gold pickaxe isn't going to last long when you're digging down to the stronghold. So, very good choice there to craft the stone pick. All we need is the golem and beds, and that's it. There's no hay bales in this village, so that rune portal really came in clutch there. And not having a hay bale is a little bit unfortunate, but we can get around that, especially with 5 iron. Getting 5 iron from the golem is awesome. I know this too well. Because then you can craft an iron sword. Iron swords are awesome. It allows you to pretty much stab everything in the nether a little bit more efficiently. So it makes your run just that much better. Just going to grab the last couple of beds here and then head down to the stronghold. You're probably looking around here for hay bales. That's what I'd be doing. Be like, could I just have one hay bale so that when I jump down in the nether, I can save myself from death? So, it's going to perform sprint strats here and start taking down at a little bit before 4 minutes. You can see the awesome timer on the bottom right here is there. It will help not only you out, but also it helped me out too, trying to map where everything happened in this run. This run, I'm going to say, is very textbook. It's very simple to understand. So it was also easy for newer players to look at this run and say, oh, this is what I have to do to sub 20. So hopefully this run can give you a big grasp on that. And, oh, there's the stronghold. Boom, we're in the stronghold about 425 or so. He's going to start navigating the stronghold. Looking around. And there's a chest here. Has another iron sword in it. And generally, stronghold nav is difficult at times. Sometimes it's ridiculously easy, other times it's difficult, and it always seems to know when you want it to be easy because then it's difficult. It's always Murphy's Law, you know. Whatever can go wrong will go wrong, sort of thing. And that seems to be true with Stronghold Nav at minimum. So just navving the Stronghold here. Nav isn't being nice to him. Get some more iron, some more gold. This iron's pretty useful because you can make a pickaxe out of that, and an iron pickaxe is, without a doubt, a lot more useful than a stone pickaxe. It enables you to play a bastion, and another enables you to more efficiently break literally any block. So, very good. Very good to have the opportunity to grab an iron pickaxe. So now having the Stronghold, he's getting pretty deep in this area. Doesn't see the end portal, so he's going to head back here. Yeah, this nav is a little bit frustrating. I can imagine if I was in this run right now, you'd be kind of yelling, being like, where is this end portal? Where is it? It's got to be here somewhere. This is not not the nav you want, let's say. But he does eventually find the end portal here very shortly. There it is. Now let's take down some silverfish. Entered the portal room a little bit above 6 minutes here. So, yeah, nav wasn't too friendly, unfortunately. If you caught it there, it was a 0-eye, so you need 6 rods, 12 pearls. Although you'd think about grabbing a 13th and maybe even a 14th pearl here, because you might want one to throw to the main end island, or throw like toward the fountain if you're already on the end island, and then you'd want another one for Crit Bug. Over the one to throw the end island is optional, so. But essentially 13 is required, unless you get like a bow from a skeleton in the fortress or something. So entering the nether here at a little bit over 7 minutes. And gonna write down the coordinates. Looks around here and spins around and sees that there is a fortress off where that warped forest is. Warped forest, upon seeing it, it doesn't look that great. Yeah, it doesn't look to be that great of terrain here. So. But yeah, this is probably, you're seeing this at 7 minutes, 30 seconds off Stronghold. This will be nerve-wracking. This will be very nerve-wracking for me. However, this is the bad part of the fortress, and frankly, the warp terrain here doesn't look that good. So, this looks a lot better than it is, because you'd have to nav the fortress. You'd have to try to find the good part of the fortress. I mean, unless you don't, and you just play the bad part of the fortress, which you could do, but I wouldn't recommend it, because it's not fun to do. But here, okay, Apfelsaft's going to have the right idea here, and try to get up on top of the fortress to see where the good part of the fortress is. Bad part of the fortress you really don't want to be in, because A, the spawners aren't there, and B, more wither skeletons spawn there than other parts of the fortress. So there's, that is the good part of the fortress, so I'm going to head back down into the bad part of the fortress, and then go that way to the good part of the fortress, I'd imagine. Gonna have to fight a few withers to get here, though. I got some more iron. I guess the ideal thing to get in one of these chests would be obsidian. Obsidian can spawn in them, as well as diamonds, so you can get a diamond sword here. I don't really think there's too much else that would be valuable. No, it already has 2 blaze rods, so we'll see. So now you only need 4, and you can realistically get 4 from the bad part of the fortress. So I'm not even sure if it would be too cool to go to the good part of the fort. He is going through the fort. He does know the way to get to the good part, it looks like. Nothing useful in there, nothing useful in either of these chests that are up ahead. But we are approaching 10 minutes, and there's no good warp that I see around here, so might be a bit of a grind for the ender pearls, especially if we don't spot any better terrain. However, Stronghold first, it makes a lot of things more bearable in the Nether. It's like, oh, I don't have a good warp terrain. Well, that's fine because I have Stronghold first. So, wow, there's a lot of mobs down that way. Whoa. You don't want to avoid that. Okay. Apfelsaft's doing a really good job in this fortress. Really good playstyle here. Just mauling these blazes, tearing them apart. And that's 4 rods, so yeah, I assume by now Apfel has made the decision to stick with the bad part of the fort. Getting out of here might be a little bit difficult though. And this part of the fortress looks closed off. So you'd have to run back to the way you came to try to get out. And doing that in the bad part of the fortress is not fun. So yeah, you can just... Oh, okay. He's going to kill some more, I guess. Okay, killing the skeleton might be a good idea. Could get a bow from it. Doesn't look like it happened, though. So he's just going to head back. Try to get to some good warp terrain. Now, I'd also say that this part of the fortress being the bad part of the fortress, and not the good part of the fortress, definitely hindered the time here. Could have been a lot better. A lot better if just this part was the good part, and then you can easily see a spawner, you can look around for good terrain. You kind of can't do that in the bad part of the fort. So, unfortunate that you get the bad part here. Just gonna get some wood here. I notice we are already approaching 12 minutes. So, yeah, the feel of... The feel of, like, world records probably, like, not there. But the feel of a personal best and maybe even sub 20 is very much alive. But looking around here, with this warp terrain, I'm not so sure. This warp terrain does not look to be good at all. So, you can see the gears turning. He's probably gonna, he's gonna bridge back over here. See if he can spot some other good warp terrain the other way. It's a good idea, I'd say. Doesn't look like it will end up working. Ooh. Does see an Enderman right here, though. He's going to dig in the side of the wall and take it down. Now, even if this was good warp terrain right here, you would not want to play it because it's right next to a fortress, and the fortress will suck up some spawns. However, the method that Apfelsaft is using with just killing this one Enderman, that's totally fine. The Enderman just, like, vanished. Teleported, like, 50 blocks back, it looked like. But yeah, here we are. We're at 13 minutes, and Apfelsaft is struggling to find warp terrain. I would say, though, the warp terrain right here to the left is alright. It's probably the best one here, but it's not good in any metric. I mean, I guess it is kind of flat, but again, in these kinds of sub 20 runs, most of the time you're not playing the ideal seed, you're playing the seed that you get. Like, we don't reset in 118 RSG to get the seed we need. We don't reset to get the seed we want. We reset to get the seed we need, kind of. Because it'd be trivial to get, like, the absolute best seed ever and then, get an okay time. But it's seeds like this that aren't perfect. They really make a runner here. And quite frankly, I haven't seen any sign of nerves here from Apfelsaft. This is impressive. This is the mark of a good runner here. That there's absolutely no nerves when you're at 14 minutes. You're playing a warped. You already have the rods, and there's a stronghold just waiting for you. And the raids seem to be doing really well here. Again, this is not good warp terrain. It's not good, but again, you have to play with what you have and not what you want. So alright, just watching some Endermen teleport around here. Getting pretty good spawns here. A lot more that warp seems to be a lot better than I thought it would be. I've seen this method with the Enderman umbrella a lot, of leaving the corner out and then all the Endermen go there. I think that's a very smart idea. Look over here. Yeah, there's some Endermen on this side here. And yeah, we just recently passed the 15-minute mark. It will. I'm going to revive the idea of 13 versus 14 pearls. Here, you can grab 13 and leave on that because you need one for crit bug, and you don't really need one for bridging because you can just. Well, you don't really need one for throwing because you can just bridge instead. So, Enderman's just here on top of the tree, just being mad and whatnot. So we have 8 pearls. We're getting there. We're getting there. Looks like spawns are slowing down a little bit though, and that's just because the warp terrain is not the best. There's pearl number 9. But again, those golden carrots have come in so useful here. I think there's only been 8 golden carrots used this entire run. The power of golden carrots and rune portals are nuts. So this could be pearl number 11. Yeah, that is pearl number 11. Look at this. I like the skin, by the way. The sheep. And Apfelsaft is like probably yelling at the screen right now, "Where's our Enderman? Where are they?" Startling. Alright, there's one more. There's one more. That's good. And of course, as you come back to it, there's going to be like 50 standing there being like, "Hey, we were here the entire time." That's always how it is. This will probably be the last cycle of Enderman. Probably leaving there about 18 minutes. Yeah, there it is, 13. Is he going to leave on 13? Oh, I think so. He's chucking portal cords. Yep. He's out on 13. I'd say that's the right play here. That's absolutely the right play. Yeah, I'd say this whole run is very textbook. It's very simple. It's very easy for you guys to understand. If there's a run I want you to analyze, it'll probably be this run. And just watching the methods employed here. Because, like, this run is good. Like, there's a lot of tactics in here that should make sense. It's more of a concrete, simple run. It's not very abstract. So again, you should absolutely watch this run and analyze it. Actually, I might do that for a sub 30 episode. Maybe one of the later ones. Oh, we dropped a bed. Alright, end portal is activated at about 18 minutes, 20 seconds. Time is ticking. Picks up the third bed here. Just throws out everything he doesn't need. Picks up the stuff that he does need. Crafts. Yeah, he's just trying to prepare his inventory frantically. And now he's in. Oh, look at this end terrain. Absolutely perfect. Gonna run to the end portal. I know what the time is. So the dragon isn't going to be nice here, unfortunately. Oh, one thing to notice, we don't have obsidian. I don't know what one cycle we were going to use here. What one cycle Apfelsaft to do. I'm not even sure we have a lot of stone here. I don't know what Apfelsaft is going to use in terms of one cycle. Oh, he might jump cycle. I think he's going to jump cycle. Yo, that's nuts. Imagine your first sub 20s with jump cycle. Oh my. Oh, okay. Probably because of nerves there. Falls off. Fine though, he has enough blocks to get back up. And there is lava's down. And jump cycle is going to go well. Boom, look at that. That was amazing. That was a very very concrete run. I loved analyzing this run. Everything about this run was very very good. Congratulations, Apfelsaft. This is I'm going to consider sub 20. And to the rest of you, another episode will be out shortly. Goodbye now.